The unemployment benefit, as we all know, was actually passed by Social Security Administration in 1935, giving those who lose their job with no fault of their own, able, willing, available to work full-time, the opportunities to receive some kinds of stipend from the state. So when the CARES Act was passed on March 27th, it gave several extensions to this traditional unemployment benefit that each state has.
Right.
Now, when the CARES Act was passed, one, it extended the eligibility to cover independent workers, independent contractors, sole proprietors, self-employed. So, for example, if you drive Uber, for Lyft, or truck that traditionally you were not eligible, the CARES Act now gives you eligibility to apply. Then the second one is the extension of the timeline. So each state has its own timeline that in which the unemployment benefit is paid. In the state of Illinois, for example, they pay up to 26 weeks. State of Florida, up to 12 weeks. Georgia, up to 14 weeks. Now, when the CARES Act was passed, it added additional 13 weeks to whatever that the state gives you. So if you're in the state of Illinois, once your unemployment benefit is approved, instead of being paid up to 26 weeks, you are now going to get additional 13 weeks to be added. So you will receive that weekly check or that deposit up to 39 weeks. Another extension is the amount. The bill gave each state the right to determine how much they should pay. So each state set the maximum amount in which the unemployment benefit will be at. In the state of Texas, for example, the maximum amount that one can receive is $521 a week. In the state of Illinois, $483 a week. Massachusetts, $821 a week. All right, great. So when this CARES Act was passed, the pandemic unemployment assistance, that one adds additional $600 to whatever that your state will approve you. So it doesn't matter whatever your state approve, even if you get approved for $1, you will receive the $600 to it, and you will receive it on a weekly basis. So we encourage everybody, especially if you are used to be not eligible because of your work status. Now, with the pandemic unemployment assistance, it gives you eligibility. And some, if you look at each state, they have listed a lot of a qualification to determine eligibility for the pandemic unemployment. Basically, it boils down to if you have been affected by COVID-19. For example, if you have to stay home to take care of your children because the school was closed down due to COVID-19, it makes you eligible. If you are self-employed, you drive Uber, you braid hair, you drive truck because of COVID-19, you have to park your vehicle, or nobody has to come to your shop to braid her hair, it makes you eligible to apply for the pandemic unemployment assistance. Now, let me say this, with the $600, you don't have to do anything. $600, you don't have to do anything as long as it's tied to the state approval of the unemployment assistance. So once the state approves it, then you automatically get the $600. Now, let me also address this because this has been a lot of issues, people getting frustrated. When this bill was passed, each state didn't have the system in place to accommodate or approve the self-employed independent contractor workers. There was not a system in place. So anytime they submit the application, they get denied. And most of them got frustrated and gave up. Well, the process is that once you get denied, you are to move forward and apply the pandemic unemployment assistance. And as at now, even some states such as North Carolina, before you apply the pandemic unemployment assistance, they encourage you to first apply for the traditional one before, once you get denied, then you apply for the pandemic. If your state has direct link to apply for the pandemic, then we thank God. So I want to encourage everybody, if you have been denied, that's not the end issue. Move on to apply for the pandemic unemployment assistance.